Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to get iMessages up and running in ChatGPT. So if you've seen my previous video, you will know that OpenAI have introduced the Apple Messages plugin. So that means you can now use Apple Messages within ChatGPT, so it can read your messages and it can also send messages on your behalf. So I haven't actually tested out this feature fully, so this will be very much a live walkthrough in some respects. I've been through the initial stages, but I haven't actually sent the messages. I will probably not show you the messages. I'll be sending obviously for confidentiality reasons, but hopefully this video will get you up and started so that you can start playing with it yourself. So the first thing to do is obviously to open ChatGPT or Codex. And then on the left hand side in the sidebar, you want to go to plugins. And then at the top, you go to the search bar and then you type in messages. Now you'll see messages here, click into it. And what it does, it shows you initially a few examples of what you can do. So you can say, tell me about my most recent conversations, or find recent messages about dinner plans, or send a message. So you can see already it's quite dynamic. And this is sort of what you'd expect, right? It's very smart. It will read your messages, send messages. The one thing which I'm curious to see is whether it can schedule messages, because I know there are various tools to get that working. But for me, the fantastic piece would be if it can schedule messages and send it, whenever you want them to be sent. So in terms of what the plugin actually does, according to OpenAI, is it finds conversations, reads or searches message history, and sends messages or local file attachments to the native Messages app on this Mac. By default, ChatGPT sends messages only after you approve the message and its recipients. So you need to approve the messages. I'm sure you can override it if you just want it to send the messages, but in the first instance, you probably don't want to do that. You want to make sure that it's not sending out stuff which you don't want it to send. So with all that said and done, you click Install Plugin, the top right corner, and then we're going to press Try Now. Now, I got up to this stage before, and it was asking me to allow for certain permissions in order for this to work. And I think one of the permissions from memory, because I just pressed allow, was to have access to my local files. And I can't remember the other two, but you might get that window which pops up. You just have to press allow to everything. So this is sort of where we might begin and end, because I'm a bit conscious about the messages that I have. So I'm just going to have a quick look at my phone actually to see what we can do with this. So, right. Okay, this is something which we could probably demonstrate. So I am a customer of BT. BT is British Telecom here in the UK, and that provides internet. It's basically an ISP, provides internet, not for me actually, but for my mum. But anyway, I'm going to ask it to give me a list of all the BT messages that I've ever received, something like that. Please give me the dates of all the messages received from BT. Should I keep it on light? Yeah, why not? Let's see. So press enter. And let's see what it says. Oh, there we go. So something's popped up. Hopefully you can see it on the screen. This is what I was talking about. So enable ChatGPT with messages. ChatGPT needs macOS permissions to send messages, find contacts by name, and search your messages when asked. So I've already allowed the automation, so the sending of messages. I think that was the bit which I said not to do. But anyway, contacts and full disk access. So we'll allow that. And hopefully that has been allowed. It hasn't been allowed. Okay. So then, yeah, basically you need to drag ChatGPT computer use to the list to allow full disk access. Okay. Okay. Right, so it's run into a problem. It says here the contact. Okay, fine. Wow, amazing. It actually did it. Bloody hell. Okay, so after I allowed the disk access, it's been able to give me all the dates that messages were received from BT were on. So these are all the dates that BT have sent me text messages, which is quite incredible. Cool. All right, let's see what else we can do with this. Sorry, I'm just having a look at my phone to see what exactly I can obviously share in the video without it disclosing too much information about me. I'm going to send a message to my mum. From ChatGPT, and I just want to check whether it can schedule the message. Okay. So I think we do at messages. There we go. I want to schedule the message. So let's see. Send my mum a message in the next 30 seconds saying this is a test message. So let's see how smart this is. Right, so it's found my mum, and it said, this is a text message. That's the message I wanted it to include, but it didn't do it automatically. So I think I need to allow it just to send the messages. So I don't want to do that, actually. I just want it to send it without asking permission. Okay, let's try that again. So I pressed approve for me. It is asking me for the permission, which I don't want. So that is the thing which I don't really want. So I'm going to see how I can solve this. Right, so unfortunately, it doesn't do what I want it to do. So I just asked it here, can you send the message? How do I get the message to automatically send? And it says the approval step is intentional. So I can't make it automatically send without you confirming. But what you can do is ask me to draft or prepare the message, approve the send prompt when it appears, or if you want fully automatic sending, you need a separate automation outside this connector, such as shortcuts or AppleScript, but macOS may still ask for privacy or automation permissions. So that's a bit of a bummer. That's something which I really, really wanted. So look, it's not the end of the world, but for me, I was hoping that it would do it. So, but I think this shows you what it's capable of doing. I want to try and explore some other features of this. So I'm going to go back again into my messages. Okay, so I've actually thought of a very good one, and let's see if this works. So what I'm going to do is going to ask GPT, because I drive a lot for work and I use various parking providers, So in the UK, or in London at least, we have, in each borough, we have different parking apps almost, which allow you to park in bays. You go into the app, you put your license plate, you link your credit card, and then you pay for your parking via your app. But because I go to many different boroughs, sometimes it's one app, it's another app, and all these text messages I get are all over the place. So I'm going to see if it can collate all the text messages from, let's say, this year, and the locations perhaps of where I parked, because I guess that could be helpful at some stage when I need to do my accounts, and maybe the amounts as well. So let's see. I want you to read my messages and to create a table of my car parking history. In the table, I want you to list all the dates that I used a car parking service, such as PayByPhone, the amounts I paid where possible, durations and locations. As this video is being recorded live, please do not disclose my number plate or any other confidential data about me. So let's see what it does. This is very exciting. Okay. So it says the useful records are mostly Ringo because they include the charges. So PayByPhone doesn't actually give the charges in the text message. Okay. Fine. I have the raw data. But bloody. Oh my gosh. What? Wow. That is insane. Oh my goodness. And it even shows when it was extended. Because you might park the car for an hour and then decide to extend it, the duration. Damn. That is amazing. That is amazing. Wow. Okay, so look, I've proven my point. This is very good. This is very, very good because I would not have been able to do this. Well, okay, maybe I would have been able to do this because these accounts are linked to my email. So yes, I guess in theory. But to be able to do this so quickly is just amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And I can see that there's going to be loads of use cases for this. I'm only scratching the surface of this. So this is highly, highly impressive. So yeah, that's it. I'm not going to keep talking. I want you guys to try this out. I want you to let me know how this has been helpful for you. And if anyone can let me know the way, an easy way around scheduling messages as opposed to shortcuts and things like that, then that would be great. I'm sure I could use Hermes to do it, but I just haven't had the time to do it. But I was hoping ChatGPT would solve it for me. But anyway, that's a different story. But this is impressive. So look, give it a go. Let me know your thoughts. And yeah, until next time, please like and subscribe.